Hey Sasha, so you're on a WWE Live World Tour right now. First question is, how does your body recover from all that jet lag so that you can perform in tip-top condition?
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you, because we just do this day after day after day, and you just always have to be ready to go. For me, a big thing is making sure I go to the gym so I can sweat out all this water weight that I get from the planes, and just the lack of the change of weather all the time always gets to me too. But the thing is, these crowds are so excited to see us, and their energy lets me have energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it happens, every time I go out there, I'm like, dude, this is so cool. I'm wrestling in a different country. These fans don't get to see us often, so your energy is always going to be great.
Well, it's great they mentioned, because aside from fitness, which obviously you are very fit, I would fear to be in the same room. It's really important to come up with, a type of branding and an image for yourself, right? In an industry like this too. So how did you come up with this total package, this image for yourself?
Well, I was at NXT at the time, and I was just being myself, just happy to be, signed by the WWE, living my dream, yada, yada. And I realized that I needed something more. I needed to be someone that's larger than life. And I kind of looked at what they didn't have at the time for women. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Your cousin is Snoop Dogg. And I was like, okay. He calls himself the boss. He has all his people call himself the boss. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be Sasha Banks, the boss. And I just kind of saw what was around. And there's a lot of boss shirts around at, different stores, and I just saw Nicki Minaj was hot at the time, Kanye West, Floyd Mayweather, and I kind of felt, I kind of put all those things together, and here I am today, the legit boss, Sasha Banks.
Nice.
And that's it. During WrestleMania, you had Snoop Dogg actually walk you down the ring. How did that feel for you at that time?
Oh my gosh, that was so exciting, because I didn't actually find out probably till a couple days before that he was going to be walking out for WrestleMania. And that being my first WrestleMania that I was going to wrestle at, I was just like, no way is this real. So when that music actually hit and he came out and he performed, I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. But I wanted to make sure that he didn't look cooler than me. So I made sure to push him out the way, made him step to the side, and I was like, okay, you can go to the back now. This is my sunshine.
Yeah.
Sasha, how did this all start for you? What made you want to become a wrestler?
It was just something that just kind of fell in my life when I was 10 years old. There was nothing on TV at the time, and I remember watching it, and I instantly fell in love. And I began watching it. My mom was like, you know what, you cannot watch this stuff. This is not good, yada, yada. So I was like, Mom, there's something that I just absolutely love about this, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And, I pursued it once I turned 18. I joined a wrestling school. I asked WWE for tryouts after tryouts after tryouts. I finally got signed, and, now I'm here, a 3-time women's champion. Got to be in 2 WrestleManias, got to main event a Raw, got to main event a pay-per-view, and this has been such an amazing experience, just putting women's wrestling on the map right now.
It's so funny that she makes it seem so trivial. Oh, I was just a 3-time champion, yeah. It's wonderful. Okay, well, speaking of which, because you said that, you were inspired to join this industry, right? From a very young age. Now that you've been in the industry for quite some time, what do you think, are the underlying messages or, lessons that society can actually take away from this?
Just in general, if you have any dream in life, you just can't let anybody tell you no. You got to go for it with all your heart and all your soul, because I got turned down so many times, but I knew what I wanted in life, and I knew that being in the WWE was it for me. This is what I wanted. So I never took no for an answer. I just kept pushing down the door, and here we are, just legit changing the world. It's insane. When I got signed, I thought that I was still going to be a diva, a diva that just wasn't really used and not going to be in the main event. But I wanted to be a woman that, fans would pay tickets to see, that, you would see me on the posters, you would see me being advertised. And, that's exactly what we're doing now. It's insane.
That's it. I was actually in LA a few weeks ago. I was so excited to catch you and Charlotte wrestle live. You've done these kind of matches. You've done Hell in a Cell. You've carried the women's title. What is next for the boss, Sasha Banks?
That's so hard, because it's crazy. I've done everything that I dreamt of. But there's little goals, I would love to be the GM of Raw one day. Of course, I would love to have that championship longer than, a good 2 weeks solid. But there's more. I want a main event at WrestleMania. I want to be in the first ever women's ladder match. I just want to keep on breaking down these barriers that we have to keep doing.
I remember hearing on a podcast, or whether was it reading on an interview, that you wouldn't mind taking on a male counterpart for a wrestling match. So who do you consider your equal in the locker room to the boss, and who would you love to face?
Who's my equal? I think all of them are my equal. So who would I choose? If I had to choose one guy that I would love to wrestle right now, I think it would be AJ Styles.
Oh!
Is incredible. He's my favorite to watch right now.
Fabulous. So we also looking you up on social media and stuff. You have a really strong, social media following, especially on Instagram. Dude, you have like 2.4 million followers. I just want to say thank you for keeping so real on your Instagram account as well. Do you feel that social media now is a way for you to reach out to, not just your fans, but, people who aspire to be like you?
Social media is where it's at. It's changed our lives. We kind of have to be on it. The truth, I'd rather not be on it, but that's what everyone's doing right now. So why not just be open and share my story, share my life, show you what I'm doing on tour, getting to explore the world and, showing the fans that they can do this too if they have a dream. And what's up, dog? I just saw R-Truth. Oh my God, that guy is the coolest person ever.
What's up?
I'm going to take a picture of him right there and put it on Instagram, and people are going to know that I just saw R-Truth. So
we're living vicariously through the phone right now.
Exactly.
Anyway, one last thing before we let you go. Because, boss is a word that you use ever so often, right? So here in Singapore, we have another way of saying boss, and we thought we'd teach you how to say it. Okay?
Okay.
So you can repeat after me. How you say boss here in Singapore is 老板.
老板.
Yeah, very close. One more time. 老板.
老板.
Yes! Wonderful.
She's a legit 老板.
So when you come to Singapore, when you do introduction, you have to say that, okay?
Okay. I can't wait to say it.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much. Any last shout outs for your fans and friends on air before we let you go?
That's right, Lao Bon. That's right, you just heard from Sasha Banks, the Lao Bon.
I love it. Thank you so much, Sasha, for being with us today.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon in Singapore, Sasha. Bye-bye.
Bye.